Good afternoon, Patriots. I did this gene decode with Gene because he sent me a file that was huge. And so it would not on Zoom, it would not, what do you call that? Change and adapt. It wouldn't flip over. So I am now going to do this without Gene. But hopefully, Lord, please help me do a good job because Gene's got Magellan's and he did it once. I'm not going to make him do it again. So, all right, here are the North American DUMBS. And it's talking about, all of these up here in Greenland and, here in Canada. There's one right here, up here. And we're going to get into all of that in a second. Let me tell the information for all the questions that are being asked about the DUMBS. We in the US have 80% of the DUMBS taken out. In Canada, I think it's like 10% because they just started on Canada. And in Mexico, it's about 40%. They're working on Europe. I think they're working on Germany and The Hague and whatever else. That's what he said. So you just have to ask Gene. When he comes back, we will do another proper one when he's well. I don't want to stress him out because this video wouldn't convert. But now we got the file shrunk down and it's converted. Okay, we have Canada here. We have very close to the Great Lakes. Oops, sorry. That was, yeah, so it was Canada. And let's see, by the Great Lakes, we have, what is this area? Down here, we have Saskatchewan and Manitoba here. There is a DUMB right here. Yeah. Hopefully you can see it and make that hidden. Underground military bases are the real headquarters for the New World Order. Canadian military officer exposes what he learned while working at an underground base in Cold Lake, Canada. Cold Lake, Canada. There you go. Cold Lake, okay? All right. Then here's all the different lakes. He claims the secrets to the New World Order depopulation plan lies underground. The New World Order is a plan for a one world government, okay? According to a former Canadian military, oh, wait 1 second. I need to thank my friend Tim H. I don't want to say your last name because, yeah, and he helped me get this file, separated and small enough for me to go, okay? All right, so anyway. All right, so thanks to him and thanks to LaTanya Jackson for her regular donations. She's great. I love her in California. And please give this video a thumbs up. You guys are a little slacking off again. I always have to remind you because I really need to keep this channel going. So thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, please. Okay. According to a former Canadian military officer, the New World Order's true sinister nature lies in the mysteries surrounding thousands of deep underground military bases scattered throughout the world. You see all those dots? That's where they all are. Okay. Underground military bases were where animal and human sacrifices nourished the bowels of the creatures that have inhabited the earth long before. Look at the size of this entrance to this base. It's just incredible. Wow. Look how small the people are. Take a good look. The New World Order is in the final stages of their satanic plan to reduce 80 to 90% of the current world population. Yes, it's at 7 billion. They want it to drop down to 550 million. Can you imagine? And a lot is going to be done by vaccines. My 2 dogs were taken down with a rabies vaccine, I'll have to say. More than 3,000 people have been killed for trying to expose what occurs in these underground bases. It's basically a death sentence when you get too close to the New World Order plans. A centerpiece of these plans lie in the more than 1,500 underground military bases scattered worldwide. I think the US is in the 260 range, but they've got them 80% of them taken out. The network of underground bases houses conceals non-human life forms with incredible powers, as well as warehousing sophisticated superhuman mind control technology, MK Ultra, advanced military weaponry, and weather manipulation, and much more. This is the base that was a CIA West under the Denver airport. There you go. The military base under the Denver airport. Most people, including most of the so-called patriots, are sincere about defeating the New World Order, but they are looking in the wrong direction. They need to undercover, expose, and alert the people of the world to what's going on below the Earth's surface. This is an older DUMB, military. Okay, here we go. All North American DUMBS, deep underground military bases, are connected through a highway of tunnels. They travel on the Megalotron trains. That's magnetic leviton trains. I guess they levitate. Manufactured by corrupt Germany. Air is vacuumed from these tunnels to eliminate wind resistance, and due to magnetic propulsion system, these trains are capable of speeds of more than Mach 2. Okay, and here we go. We have the trains right there and people going in between them. All right. Okay, here we go. We have, space for position deviations and gateway tangents with reference to the space curve. Okay. All right. Here, they're building new little tunnels for the trains. You see that? And they leave that looking like that, so people think if they ever come in that, it's abandoned, but it's not. They spend 200, what was it? Millions and hundreds of millions of dollars of our taxpayer funds on these trains. And of course, on the DUMBS. Okay. Many of these bases are actually underground cities for beings that have lived there before millennia. This is a planetarium. Actually, we have something like this, but nicer, in Singapore, across from the Marina Bay Sands. Yes, there's plants there. Yeah. Patriots who are willing to resist the New World Order should realize the globalists who have submitted are not the only problem. Maybe they should have sold the rest of us out, thinking they will survive and not be enslaved as the remaining population. That is why. What if 2019 the global population is massively reduced, remaining subjects enslaved and hauled off to underground slave labor factories to serve the global elite? What if the SDI project is space development? I don't know what that stands for. The SDI project is a reality, a weapon system to fend off unwanted guests. Since the 1970s, all countries have been fighting a secret global war once they realized the inhabitants of these DUMBS were evil beyond belief. Okay, we have all of these things going on here. We have the bunker fuel, we have the rockets going up, we have all this stuff in space that controls with lasers, and yeah, you can stop this and figure it out. Yeah. What if those in power decided that we can't handle these truths? What if Eisenhower decided at Holloman Air Force Base keeping things secret would prevent mass panic and total anarchy? Artist's conception of the Air Force One and UFO at Holloman, February 1955. Can you imagine how much more advanced they are now? Airplane is the actual Columbine 3 located by author in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Note logo under cockpit. If you want over 8 million humans, what if over 8 million, what if over 8 million humans have literally been devoured by these residents of these spaces? The majority nourish themselves with human granular secretions that would be adrenochrome. They have been harvesting it for a while. They get that from shocking the children, making them scared, and then training them. The New World Order and alien agenda are the same. Phil Schneider, he worked in one of those underground bases and he exposed them and they beat him to death. Phil Schneider, you can Google it. The complete takeover of the planet, the killing of the 5/6 to the 7/8 of the world population by 2029. The reality, there are 143 elements with this periodic table. Maybe the only way the SR-75 can reach Mach 9 plus is by using metal technology not of this world. No, they have that special metal that they talked about that's here. They use it in the spacecraft. They have a lot of that metal in Russia. Yeah. And this looks like the craft, this stealth bomber looks like the one when we brought in the 1600 German scientists in the CIA. Looks almost very close or almost exactly to the one that they had. So that's the only good thing we got out of them, because they have taken over our school systems, taken over our justice systems, taken over our mainstream media, and yeah, they are extremely corrupt. You know, the CIA, which is where they entered gun running, drug trafficking, human trafficking, events, mainstream media, weather warfare, and da 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 da. Maybe the stealth aircraft use special coatings combined with electrochemical electronic countermeasures. Maybe this is why the stealth were never near the rain in Yugoslavia. And that's the stealth bomber going stealth. See, it's flying and then it's disappearing. Okay, they have cloaking. Maybe the cloaking technology successfully tested at Tonopah Range, which is now cleaned out, and employs high-frequency helix devices in the leading edges of the newest generation vehicles, refracting light, making the aircraft invisible. Refracting light, see how it's disappearing, see? Yeah, there's a special metal that they have that they use for these craft. There's a lot of it available in certain South American countries like Venezuela. Yeah. And Russia and different places. And they use it only to make all these planes and high-tech stuff. And it's very, very expensive. I've dealt with metallurgic technology with crystalline structures not of this earth. The general public has been kept in the dark for many decades. I will not believe whatever the World Health Organization dictates. Examine the new Denver International Airport. Maybe in reality, below it is a massive dump with 8 security levels. There you go. Why does the fence point inward? Why the unusual security? Maybe the tent spires are actually large ventilation shafts to the subterranean level. Start with the airport, please. That was the CIA. west. If you cannot find anything bizarre there, then I feel sorry for you, because there's a lot of bizarre pictures with people with gas masks and weird stuff, okay? Weird stuff going on there. There's elevators that go down way, way, way down. And I told you, one of my girlfriends had a friend that took the elevator way down, and she got into a huge room. The ceiling was extremely, like, 50 feet high, and there was a huge toilet attached to it on the top, and she ran out. I do believe in God. He gives us faith, okay? Faith is trusting God, and really, really going forward in that, devoting yourself and trusting God. The New Testament refers to the Son of God. The Old Testament refers to the sons of God. Both refer to the serpents or demons. Maybe the residents of the DUMBS are what they meant. It's a little bizarre. 1,000 of the strange sightings of normal shipwrecks and disappearances. Strange energy vortexes have been described, seemingly appearing in an instant, swallowing up ships just as quickly vanishing. Chippewa and Canadian Indians tell of the Naitaka, a long-necked monster that ate men and deer alike. It looks like a dragon. The Chippewa also told of a nameless beast, the giant sturgeon of Lake Superior, that ate whole ships. So it's like a fish, but it, yeah. Ojibwe Indians' legend of the Mishipushi in Lake Superior was a giant cat-like creature who protected its copper and Isle Royale and Michipoten Island. Okay, so there. Wow, interesting. The Great Lakes. And that's what it supposedly looked like. What is that? That's like a snake-like Michiginebarg is a horn. This looks like part cheetah, part deer, part dragon, part, I don't know. It's just a little freaky. And this one looks like, what, a dinosaur. And that looks like a platypus, except it's got teeth. Whatever you call that. I don't know what it's called. Michiginebarg battle the massive thunderbird. And there is the massive thunderbird. Wow, look how big that bird is. The spirits were along in the lakes too. The Wendigo drove men to madness and cannibalism. That looks like a demon. Stonehenge-like structure found under Lake Michigan. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in Michigan. The Canadian DUMBS, Alberta. Here we go. There are a bunch of DUMBS there. Yeah. And that looks like the whole total satanic setup, just like the White House with the long, yeah, whatever that is. Okay. And yeah, so those are, you can blow that up, take a better look at it. There we go. And it's just interesting. Montreal, Lake Ontario, the DUMB runs out under half the lake. Lake Ontario. And then this is the Jean Couteau, I don't know, building. It looks like they're saying there's a DUMB under that. And that is that, I don't know, is that Toronto? I have no idea. New Brunswick, Point Lepreau, taken out during Hurricane Dorian. Yes, the Patriots used Dorian to take out the 2 submarine bases in the Bahamas, and this, yes. And here we go. You can see all the layout of this one. Newfoundland. There is a nuclear generating station. It's probably a DUMB underneath it. 2 bases equals 2 bases. All right. Newfoundland iron mine entrance. After one of the iron mines in Newfoundland province had been dug deeper than any other, strange happenings caused mine to be shut down. One of the iron mines in Newfoundland was being shut down owing to various strange events that occurred in the mine that was being dug deeper and other mines in the area, such as eyewitness shadows of beings of unusual shape and structure were being spotted in various mysterious things. Yeah, Gene did say that Canada is a mess. Sorry, Canadians. Sorry, Canucks. Sorry. Underground. The mining town, which under this mine is located near Newfoundland, Quebec border. This mine, having been condemned, is off limits, and police do enforce this. Goose Bay Airport, another military museum. Entrance for dark uses. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff that is satanic at the entrances. It's just scary. Abandoned sand pits. He said they have, different kind of blowers that blow the sand back over. It's interesting. Northwest Territories. Look at all these. Yeah, all these DUMBS. The Nahanni Valley, located 55 miles due west of Fort Simpson on the Mackenzie River, spans 250 square miles under the southern portion of the Mackenzie Mountains. Both hot springs and sulfur geysers make this weather 30% warmer year-round than the surrounding area, since the valley is above 60 degrees latitude. It's perpetually mist-covered, so they have one there. Ontario, that's in Ontario. Great Lakes Triangle. There's a dome right there. Ontario, where is that? It is right there. Okay, sorry. Interesting that I'm doing this without Gene because he's too sick to do it. And that other one wouldn't convert. Oh my gosh. Ottawa City, underneath the entire city, there's a total deep underground military base. Primary entrance is from the Rideau Center. Additional entrance is from the Parliament building. Wow. That's Parliament. Is that Parliament? I guess. Parliament. Looks like there's another dome there, and there's another dome there in that museum. Interesting. Bear with me, because Ontario, Toronto, there's one small entrance to the underground tunnels off Parliament Street in downtown Ontario. The entrance is between two apartment buildings and leads to the tunnel via sewers. There is an expansive underground city located beneath Toronto and the center directly under Girard and Church Street. Interesting. And I guess this is Girard Street. And yeah, there's Girard. Where's 3rd? Toronto is packed, jam-packed. Note that the corner of Girard Street has the highest accident rate in Toronto. It's believed that the underground equipment utilizing powerful magnetic fields are causing equipment failures. The Native Americans near Toronto have many legends regarding these tunnels. Quebec, Massachusetts, cleared by the Alliance. 3/29/2020. Okay, so they're working on it. They went from the US to help you guys, but it's bad. I mean, it's just like Australia has still under total deep state control, even though the DUMBS in New Zealand, a lot of them are cleared, or they still have influence. Just like California, we have most of the DUMBS cleared, so they can't do chemtrails. So they bring the chemtrails in from Nevada DUMBS. Okay, so that's what's going on. And then when you ask about the children, well, a general responded by saying, yes, we do have rescued many children from the underground military bases, but we can't do video because it's against the law of showing, you know, abuse victims and, you know, and trafficking victims. That's against the law. There's a law for that. And also that they don't want the deep state to know their next move. So those are the reasons why everything's not out in the open. Okay, just so you know. That was from military intel. Thank you. There we go. More. Okay. Here we go. Quebec. Rene Lavoisier Island, perfect circle. Wow, look at that, Dom. It's a perfect circle right there. And that looks like, interesting. Almost looks like a face. Yukon Territory, Brooks, Lake Saskatchewan area. Okay, this one is really interesting, the layout. Haynes Junction, interesting layout. Could be a rabbit insignia, like a Playboy rabbit. They are known by their symbols, really. It's really, really, wow. There's ones in the mountains too, up here. Mount Carnares, Richardson Mountains, Mount Hare area. Here we go. We have Alaska and Mount Hare right there. Right there, folks. We have Richardson Mountains. Okay, here we get into Mexico. It's 40% cleared. Thank you to the Patriots and the Alliance for clearing those dumps. There is one in Acantebuaro. Yeah, it's down there in central Mexico, looks like. Alberto Muedeo Muata, Baja, California. Wow, that looks like a really deep one right there. Wow. It's in Baja. And yeah, there's one in Mexicali. Cleaned by the Alliance. They had special planes that could fly in and go out from here. Mexico City human and drug trafficking hub in addition to the Ninth Circle demonic sacrifice area. Yep, lots of children sacrificed. 4th Militia southeast of Oaxaca, Ninth Circle and demonic sacrifice area. And look at that. Ojinago, Ninth Circle and demonic sacrifice. Hidden city of Chihuahuatlán. Teotihuacan. Oh, that looks like a pyramid right there. Pyramid del Sol. Yeah, there's a dome right there. And there's a bunch right around it. Look, all of them. You can blow this up and figure this out, okay? I'm not Gene for sure. I'm not Gene. There's the mountains, and there's a dome right there. Love to put them in the mountains. The Lioba Cave, Zapota region. The village of Lebota, or translate the Cavern of Death, was located in the province of Zapoteca, near where the ancient village of Mitlan, or the village of the underworld. The Lioba cave entrance was sealed off by Catholic priests who believed it to be an entrance to hell. Oh my gosh. The Cavern of Death temple had 4 rooms above the ground and 4 more important chambers built below the surface of the earth. The building was located in the through Zapatian or to the tunnel entrance led one beneath a mountain. Okay, this is the one I think he was talking about. Okay, so this, if you look here, that's an eye right here. There's an eye right here. So if you put on a mask like you're an owl, that's the shape of it. You'll know them by their symbols. That's an owl-like mask. Those are the two eyes, and you just put it on like that, okay? Sorry I have no makeup today, but life goes on. I'm just trying to give you... Okay, and so, yes. All right, so we have mentioned and answered all your questions. Basically, they're working on Germany right now and below The Hague. We have Canada, 10% cleared. The United States, about 80% cleared. And Australia, 0 cleared. New Zealand cleared. I don't know what percentage. I think he said it was all cleared, but you never know. Because there's always new DUMBS that they never knew about. And Mexico is 40% cleared. So thank you to the Alliance for all you do. Really appreciate it. Here, let's go out with some new, intel from Q. I want to give you more. Okay. We have this interesting stuff here. How do you change the narrative if the facts are not on your side? You take out all the Confederate statues. How do you con the people? Form Black Congressional Black Caucus, 1971. Recruit and control Black community leaders. Net worth after change. DEMS, party history. Use corporate DNC media, mainstream media, push control. Use 1, 2, 3, and 4 to drive the echo chamber. False narrative, bad, pro-slavery, switch to party, good, anti-slavery. Now, they were totally into slavery. Okay, here we go. Democrats were always on the wrong side about every meaningful controversy in the past 200 years. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
Of discrimination. Since its founding in 1829, the Democratic Party has fought against every major civil rights initiative and has a long history of discrimination. The Democratic Party defended slavery, started the Civil War, opposed Reconstruction, founded the Ku Klux Klan, imposed segregation, perpetrated lynchings, and fought against the Civil Rights Acts of the 1950s and 1960s. In contrast, the Republican Party was founded in 1854 as an anti-slavery party. Its mission was to stop the spread of slavery into the new Western territories with the aim of abolishing it entirely.
Thank you very much. That's PragerU. On it.
Since its founding in 1829.
Okay, thank you. Okay, when information truth becomes free, uncontrolled, will the people awaken to the levers of control placed upon them? Only then will people find the will to change. Only then will people regain control power. Nobody's buying what you're peddling, selling any longer. And what is this? They were attacking POTUS for basically playing golf when Obama was doing the same thing while Michelle was helping with the lockdown, or Michael LaVon Robinson, can we say? And then now they're also giving him a bad time because Charlotte, Virginia, West Virginia, whatever that is, doesn't want to open, so he's going to has to move the Republican RNC meeting over to Doral. And they're saying the Doral's full of bed bugs and all kinds of crap. They're just horrible beasts. The MSDNC is
On Saturday, former President
there.
Barack Obama went golfing at the
Yes, there
Robert
you go.
Trent Jones Country Club in suburban Virginia. He's a member there.
But
Obama was driven to the course about 40 miles from his home in the District of Columbia by a government chauffeur.
right.
Here's a picture of it from Politico. If you look, you can see that Obama is clearly enjoying himself, and honestly, why wouldn't he be? It's beautiful out on the links and airy. You'll notice there aren't many people around, and that's because both Virginia and Washington, D.C. are still under quarantine. Everybody else is locked at home, as they have been for more than a month, but not former President Obama. For him, golfing at his country club was an essential activity. Now, 2 days later, after this picture was taken, the beleaguered residents of Washington, D.C. began to receive a public service announcement on their phones. The message had been recorded at the request of the D.C. government by Barack Obama's wife, the former First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Oh my.
Here's what the message said.
Remember, we urge you to stay home except if you need essential health care, essential food or supplies, or to go to your essential jobs.
CIA operative.
Stay home, except for essential health care, essential food, essential jobs. That is Michelle Obama's message to you. It didn't seem to occur to her that those standards might also apply to her family. And that's why she didn't mention essential trips to your country club.
Okay, so basically what I have to say about it is we have, of course, Ralph Northam that took off to his house, his beach house in North Carolina. We have Gavin Newsom that took off to Montana, as we learned. And now we have Obama going out golfing when everyone is supposed to be under lockdown. Do you think it's fair? Do you think they do whatever they want? And do you think that they're doing this and they're going to try to keep it locked down and quarantine all the way till November, till after the election? Interesting, right? Interesting what they're doing, all right? Okay. Okay, and Reed drops Sylvia, and the election last line should clarify. Okay, last line, sarcasm, satirical. No, they're trying to, it's not about COVID-19 anymore, it's more about the election, yeah. Fear not. All will be well after the election. Here we are. Not, it will be right after Durham. Q is quelling until the Democrats steal the election. What the F does the election have to do with justice? Yeah, all that, mail by, vote by mail crap. That's, they're doing in all those states. That's crap. That's got to be stopped right away. Tom Fitton is going to stop it. Anyway, MAGA, many getting arrested. COG, keep arrests going. Where we go one, we go all. That's my best attempt because the video we shot earlier today with Gene would not convert because he sent me a huge file that wouldn't take. So this file had to be separated out, and that's it. Okay, so MAGA, many are getting arrested. COG, keep arrests going. Where we go one, we go all.